Israel has formally declared war against Hamas after yesterday's deadly attack. This sets the stage for a major military operation in Gaza. Israel's prime minister says yesterday was the deadliest day for Israel in decades. Over 700 Israelis were killed and more than 400 Palestinians were killed after Israel responded to the attack. The U.S. plans to send a carrier strike group to the eastern Mediterranean to assist Israel's military operation. And tonight, we are learning there are Americans stuck in Israel trying to find a way back home. This includes a pastor from right here in Dallas who traveled to Israel just a few days before this conflict began. He shares with our Olivia Leach what it's like to be in the middle of a country at war.
It's an odd feeling to be here in the country at this time.
Like many people across Israel, Reverend Dr. George Mason woke up on Saturday morning to the sound of sirens as the Hamas militant group launched a surprise attack on Israel.
We started hearing loud booms, rockets that were probably being intercepted by the Iron Dome. Sirens would go off and we would need to move to shelter rooms.
He's in Jerusalem because his Dallas-based interfaith organization, Faith Commons, was about to host a tour for about 30 people on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict until war broke out.
There's an eerie quiet that I would say exists in West Jerusalem here. And just down the road, no more than 40 miles, is a horrendous scene of human massacre and carnage taking place.
Mason's tour has been canceled, and he and other members of the group are unable to travel home to the United States right now.
When people are suffering, to be in proximity to them and their pain is part of what our humanity is about.
He hopes Americans will educate themselves about the decades-long Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
The Israelis are a resilient people. And they've been through this kind of thing before. They live with a constant sense of tension about this, but so do the Palestinians.
Mason believes there's a message for all of us as we watch this new chapter of fighting in the Middle East.
There are people in the United States, people who are their friends, who are not here, but their hearts are with Israel or with the Palestinians. Reach out to them. Share sympathy with them, even if they don't share your point of view. This is a time when we should be looking after one another and being compassionate.
Olivia Leach, CBS News, Texas.